entertainmentbuddha.com.
Hey everyone, Matt Haywood here from entertainmentbuddha.com, getting ready to do the latest episode of our 15 Minutes of Fame YouTube series. In the series, this is where we go through, we grab a game, any game, and we talk about it, show off some gameplay, give it impressions, and just, let you watch it for, you guessed it, 15 minutes. So today's special guest is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt from CD Projekt Red. Alright, so we're going to get right into some gameplay here. Got the clock already up in the bottom left-hand corner. In particular, there could be spoilers here, so if you're trying to avoid... actually, there's not many big ones, but if you don't want to see anything Witcher 3, you might want to back out of this video now. Alright, so anyways, we are in the White Orchard area of the overall world map. So this is the first area you get to go to. I'm currently on a mission, a Witcher hunt mission, which is where you obviously go down and track monsters for the citizens that they are terrorizing. So here we are going after a noon wraith that has been plaguing this farmer's water well. Alright, so I have done parts of this mission already, so you can check it out here. Beautiful game, by the way. This is running on the PS4. Unfortunately, the capture is only in 720p due to the PS4's game DVR, and I was lazy and did not feel like doing an Elgato capture. So like I said, we're on a Witcher hunt, looking for this noon wraith. I have to go around and find items that are going to tell me more about it, ways that I can beat it, its weaknesses, so on and so forth. So that's what I'm looking at right now. I found a diary here that talks about the people that lived in this area before, which may be a reason why it's being haunted by the noon wraith. Alright, so a lot of reading here in The Witcher 3. Not that you have to read it all. It's such a rich lore and history that I am finding myself taking the time to read through pretty much everything Geralt picks up, or that I pick up for him. Okay, so pretty much figured out that there's a bracelet that this woman received that Geralt thinks may be the reason why this wraith is hanging around the farm. So now I got to go look for the bracelet. So I'm using the Witcher vision right now. Think of it's like Batman Arkham's detective vision. You just hold the left trigger, L2 on PS4 controller, Xbox One, and it will highlight items in the world that are interesting or that you should go check out. Loot items, quest items, so on and so forth. So like I've been saying, I've been playing since Sunday on the PS4. It's just it's everything that it was hyped up to be. I'm being dead serious with you people. I'm not trying to blow smoke up the game's ass because we got it early for review. It is fantastic. You don't even have to be a fan of the Witcher franchise to get into this game. If you like action RPGs or just huge, over-encompassing RPGs, you will love The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Alright, so still checking out this one location here to see if I can find a bracelet. One thing that I have found in The Witcher 3, and this has been in most of the Witcher games, is that the controls are slightly awkward. Now, don't get me wrong, they are much, much better in The Witcher 3 compared to The Witcher 2 before the mod, and obviously Witcher 1. But there's just something with the camera. You do most of your main movements with the left thumbstick, but you also move the camera with right. And sometimes it just feels like you're controlling a drunk Geralt, who... he probably is, because the dude's always drinking or at least getting some stank on his hang low. But sometimes it gets a little annoying, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, so just look at the environments, the lighting, the textures. Everything just feels alive. This is definitely one of the best looking games out on the current gen consoles, without a doubt. And God only knows how great it probably looks on the PC. Because this is on a PS4, and trust me, the PS4 hums when this thing is running. I can hear it like... it's doing everything it can to keep up with this game's visuals.
A man.
Alright, so I found another clue. Reds are usually clue-based when you're using your Witcher vision. So
more bloodstains over there.
Looks like someone had been murdered many years ago, and now I need to go find the body. I typically do these 15 minutes of fame live. Unfortunately,
Bloodstains,
using the
barely
PS4
visible.
or DVR
Someone was dragged this way.
and the mic on that
Someone
system
who
is
is
not the
still
best, so I
alive.
record the footage first, and now I'm laying down the VO afterwards. So I'm kind of being a narrator
Prints in
instead of
blood.
a full-on
Small
Let's
hands.
Player.
A woman's. Someone dragged her out. She was wounded.
So
Fought for her life.
Geralt is, I mean, he's
No
a
body in
sleuth. He's
sight,
the Sherlock
but might still
Holmes
find
of the
some
Witcher
tracks.
series. I mean, the
Under
dude
the
can
right
use his
conditions, bloodstains can
mutagens
remain
and
visible
just
for
all his
decades.
experiences from killing monsters for years and years and years to
Another print by the
detect
well.
what is up. Alright, so our quest has been updated. Need to go check out a print on the well here. So I'm slowly getting to where I need to be.
Bloodstains. Almost faded. But the line's taut.
Witcher Vision is a big help,
Something's
not
not
gonna
right.
lie. And there's so much to look and do and see in this world that it helps to be able to kind of
Corpse
zero in on the
hanged by the
importance
bucket
of it.
rope.
So big fan of Witcher Vision. It has helped me find
Woman the journal
little
belonged
hidden
to.
gems of
Must be.
awesomeness that I need for quests. So big fan. Alright, so we see there's a
Elvis,
body down the
small
well,
jaw,
so it's
woman,
time to jump
30 judging by
in.
the
Well, I guess I
teeth.
pulled her out first, doing a
Left
little
arm's missing.
autopsy here. I mean, like, Geralt is a man of
Need to
many
cremate the
skills.
remains.
He can witch,
Gotta find the
he can
object
slay
that binds her to
monsters,
this
he can
place
get
before I do,
babes,
though.
and he
Was she wearing
once
the
starred on an
bracelet from
episode
her
of
husband?
CSI.
Might be why her arm fell off. Gotta jump down there. Hope I don't break my legs.
Okay, so he decides after looking at the body that he still doesn't have the bracelet that he needs, so here we go, down the well. There's the beautiful water animations, the ripple effects there. Just a gorgeous game. But more importantly, it's a very fun and addicting game. I mean, I've probably dropped 4 or 5 hours in, and I left the main world, which were, well, the first world you go to, White Orchard, I left that once. Saw the size of the next world, and I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna go back and finish up some side stuff in White Orchard first. This game does have a punishing difficulty, even on normal, so when it tells you should be a certain level for a mission, you should be that level, or prepare to be hurt in your butt. Okay, so I'm looking for the bracelet down here in the well, farting around a little bit. I remember when I was playing, I did get turned around, so I'm going to jump down here, swim through this underground cavern, and then head back to where I jumped in. And then I finally realized that, oh yeah, the bracelet's probably right here, where the body was hanging. But we'll get to see, you know, some good old Geralt swimming animations here. Dude's very amphibious. I mean, he can breathe underwater for quite some time, so there's none of that stress associated with diving underwater that you've seen in other games. And like an idiot, I'm doubling back just where I came from because I was not paying attention to the map in the top right corner. But it doesn't matter, I need to go this way anyway. See that yellow marker? Like I said, when I first jumped down, I didn't bother to dive to the main pool where the skull was, or the skeleton was hanging from, where logically the bracelet would be. So I had to figure that out. Surveying the area, I'm sitting there going, okay, well I need to go this way, but I was just that way, but nothing was there, but should I go this way or that way? Let's look at the map one more time. Yep, that's not going to help either. So, pay attention to the map, people, or follow your objective markers so you don't end up just going around in circles like myself. Although Geralt looks pretty kick-ass in his little shirt I got him, even though it kind of makes him look like a court jester. Alright, so here we go. Now I'm like, okay, maybe there's some stuff under here. Nope, not in the loot chest. Oop, there's a red item in the background I see, and it's even shimmering. Looks like an arm, and there is the bracelet. Alright, so quest updated again. Now I got to get out of the cave. And this also took me a little bit to get out, so bear with me, people. Sometimes I'm an idiot. There's really only one logical exit, but since I already traveled down that cavern, I'm like, I didn't see anything over there, and that's because I doubled back. So I'm like, no, I
Lucky not
can't
to come up empty-handed.
But sure enough, it
Bracelet
is. So here's a
with
little
an inscription. To Claire, from Volker. Bracelet must have belonged to the woman in the well. Lovely craftsmanship, but I'll have to burn it with the body to get rid of the Noon Wraith for good. Better do it near the well.
Alright, so we're just at the 10-minute mark, about 5 minutes of gameplay to go. I will advise when the gameplay ends, it'll be pretty obvious because it cuts right at during the noon or whatever the hell this ghost is that I'm fighting. It'll happen right when the fight kicks off. But at the end, I left in like a minute and a half or so of a cutscene just so you can see, again, the glorious visuals and the awesome CG cutscenes featured in The Witcher 3. Alright, so I'm still pretty much an idiot. Figuring out, okay, can I climb up there? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like anything's there. Yep. Okay, let's try jumping in here again, even though this is definitely not the right place to leave. That's what you get when you have a huge, expansive game like The Witcher 3, right? So, not hating on the game. This is more me as a gamer, just not having patience and trying to figure out which way I should go. So I'm doing a little synchronized swimming with myself, swimming in circles, and I finally realized that the exit is definitely not here. So let me use my college degree and try this way. Looks like Bering Sea gold down there. Okay, we're making progress. Progress here. Whenever you see a big yellow circle, that means you're in an area of interest and going the right way. So here we go. I came outside the other end into some
for
little
this fight.
lake.
Brew some liquid, drink some potions.
All right, so Geralt's like, okay, I'm ready. I've got everything I need to summon this Noon White or Noon whatever the hell it is. So he's like, I got to get ready. I got to take my potions. So remember, he's a Witcher. He can get doped up on potions that, you know, buff up his skills, make him more deadly, make him poisonous, so on and so forth. Unfortunately, when I go in and look at my alchemy screen, I do not have the ingredients needed for the Spectre Oil. Okay, so you can see here you can craft all sorts of chemical items. You know, your oils, your bombs, your alcohol, your substances, potions. And most of the crafting material is found throughout the world. I just don't happen to have the correct oil. I've got my Thunderbolt potion, which makes me stronger. But that's not what I need for this evil specter. So I'm like, screw it. I'm just going to go fight him. Trying to look for some of the ingredients I need. Just finding a bunch of shrooms, so whatever. More shrooms. Go on a nice trip later. So I'm like a dog circling around, get ready to take a nap, coming up to my skeleton here. So once I burn the body, I'm going to save as always. And we're coming to the end of the actual gameplay part of this 15 minutes of fame, so we'll let you watch this cutscene of the Spectre coming to fight Geralt.
Igni.
Ooh, there she is, and that is it for this episode of 15 Minutes of Fame, people. But like I said, I'm going to leave you with, you know, another minute or two of a cutscene here. So this is where Geralt finds Yennefer. This is still very early on in the game, and they're headed to Vizima. But then something comes and interferes with their little horseback ride. As always, people, it's Matt Haywood from EntertainmentBuddha.com bringing you a episode of 15 Minutes of Fame. In this episode, it is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. So hopefully you enjoyed what you see. I mean, first impressions, this is an unofficial review. This game's fantastic. It's going to be a 90 plus for me. There's no reason not to get this game if you're a fan of the Witcher series or just action RPGs in general. It is great. Peace out. See ya, Geralt.
EntertainmentBuddha.com